Welcome to the Writing Center. 안녕하세요.
Writing Center,ようこそ. Добро пожаловать в Центр письма.
وده Writing Center انقاد دنامتو.
Welcome to the Writing Center.
Hi, my name is Michelle and I've been tutoring here for 4 quarters. When I felt successful, I felt that the student asked me questions when they didn't understand what I was saying, because often there can be a language barrier. So I want to make sure that the student understands everything that I'm saying, and when they ask and they express their concern, then I know that I can address it and do a good job. I do get frustrated being a monolingual tutor sometimes because I feel that there are things that come so naturally to me in English that I don't know how to explain them, and I get frustrated with myself that I don't know how to build that bridge back between me and the student. Sometimes I do feel uncomfortable when students come in thinking that we know everything when really they have the upper hand because they're in the class and they know their assignment guidelines better. And not everything I say is always correct and always true because I'm just a peer tutor just like them. So I just remind them that we're all in the same boat. I'm a student taking classes learning how to be a better writer just like they are. The most important thing I've learned is to be a warm tutor and to try your best to keep explaining something in new ways to help the student understand, because the most important thing is that the student leaves the center with a better paper than when they came in and that they feel like they can come back.
Hi, my name's Becca and I've been tutoring at Highline Writing Center for about 2 years. My strategy definitely has, because I think it's natural when you first start working at a tutoring center to really kind of focus on elements of grammar and even formatting to the point that you're a little bit nitpicky. But now I've definitely gotten to the point where I try to make sure that people are expanding their ideas and helping them understand what they're writing about before we even think about grammar or editing their formatting or anything like that. I want to make sure they're getting their ideas across clearly. The biggest challenge being monolingual is sometimes encountering language barriers. Usually they're very minor, and if I just explain a concept in a different way or give multiple examples, sometimes the person can understand what I'm talking about and we have the common understanding. Other times, sometimes it helps if I bring in a multilingual tutor. If say if the person I'm tutoring speaks Korean, and if I know one of my coworkers also speaks Korean, I might bring them in so they can clarify maybe like a sentence or two and at least get us to the point where we can continue communication with just the two of us. But those are probably the biggest struggles that I face, but other than that, it's been a really good learning experience for me. I think it's easier if you take a conversational approach, and that way people don't see it as much of a professional approach, so they don't see you as like a teacher. So it's kind of a unique balance of you're helping this person, but you're also a peer and you know what they're kind of going through as they're going through an English class especially. So you kind of meet in the middle and you develop rapport with them, but you're also trying to help them build on their skills through this kind of conversational approach. So it's definitely a unique relationship that I really value. Well, one way that we can facilitate that is really, again, using a conversational model when you're holding tutoring sessions, but also what I do personally is I kind of try to make sure I'm not acting as a liaison between the teacher and the student, because that's not my job. I want to make sure that the student is talking to their teacher because I'm not their teacher. So if they have a question about like the way a certain teacher formed like maybe one of their guidelines and I'm not sure about it, I'm honest with them and I say, okay, if you want clarification, maybe go visit your professor during their office hours, or just talk to them before class to clarify that. And that kind of, I think, reminds them that I'm a peer and I'm not their teacher, and that we have a different relationship.
Hi, my name is Megan, and I have been a tutor for 5 quarters. Sometimes I feel inadequate as a tutor because there's certain barriers between a multilingual student or even an ESL student that I can't really cross. But there are ways of helping that. Like there's always another tutor that I can ask if I need help, because we do have multilingual tutors here. And usually, because writing is such a process of collaboration, we can get past it and move on to something else. So really the whole goal of Highlands Writing Center is to make everyone who comes through here feel included and feel like we really care about their paper, because we do. The main goal in a session is to make them feel part of what we're doing. I'm not just correcting their paper, I'm not just giving them advice on grammar, I'm collaborating with them in order to better their writing skills in the long term, not just for their singular paper. And that can help make them feel like an insider. One of the main things that sparked my interest was ESL students, because we do get so many ESL students coming through the Writing Center on a daily basis and a quarterly basis. So I really wanted to focus on that aspect. And I found in a lot of my sessions that ESL students, or multilingual students even, saw me as their teacher rather than a peer. And what I was really focused on was the teacher-student dynamic that people kind of assume with a tutor. When you think of a tutor, you think of someone teaching you something. But here at Highlands Writing Center, we try to collaborate and peer tutor in order to, again, better their skills as a writer.